all the time.
What's going on today? Seems like there was new hardware announcements from DJI. I know a lot of people were assuming it's that FPV drone that we all heard about, but apparently it's this, the DJI's new Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced, and they say it offers improved thermal vision and accuracy for critical drone operations. Actually, the first thing I was thinking about is since they made it a Mavic 2 version again, it makes me wonder how long they're actually sticking with this model. Is there going to be a 3 coming out? So what's basically different in this one? I guess, as they say, better thermal camera and stuff like that. As it says here, DJI, the world leader in civilian drones and aerial imaging technology, today unveiled the Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced, the new addition to DJI's commercial fleet for professional missions, which adds a plethora of performance upgrades to its predecessor. The DJI Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced has been designed to improve workflows for customers using drones for critical and complex operations. This drone looks like it's wearing a big hat, huh? Basic specs here: 640 by 512 thermal camera, 48 megapixel visual camera, 32 times digital zoom. And it says here, centimeter level positioning with RTK, 10 kilometer full HD transmission, and omnidirectional obstacle sensing. And as expected, obviously they're targeting this towards things like large enterprise use or emergency operations. As you can see here, firefighting, search and rescue, law enforcement, power inspection, environmental protection. And where are some of the accessories you can get here? So it's a spotlight. The spotlight with a brightness of 2400 lumen aids operations at night and during low light complex daytime conditions like fog and smoke. And it comes with like a speaker, a beacon, and you can get the smart controller. I'm surprised they don't just give that as part of the bundle, so to speak, or maybe they do, since they don't actually list the price here. While reading all this too, it actually makes me wonder, is DJI actually behind in this category now? Because there were so many announcements recently with all the US-based drones, or the ones that were manufactured in the US because of all that government funding, and they seemed pretty top-notch just based on the specs and all that. So are they losing their edge, I guess, in the US market in this case? Would you actually get this actually over the competitor if you're in the US with all the fear of that Chinese drone ban and all that stuff? Because I would think, hardware or not, in this case it would come down to, can you actually use what you purchase? I know for the consumers it's more about, can you actually fly it with things like weight? But if there are going to be restrictions for things like government related work and you can't use specific drones, then that could be an incentive for people to get, I guess you could say, the US made ones when it comes to the US anyways. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the swing vote for a lot of businesses when they have to purchase tens of thousands of dollars in equipment for the long term. And there's still things like shutdowns on things like the crowd gathering and stuff like that. Reading all these articles, it says police bust 4 illegal house parties in Vancouver, including 2 at the same home. But at the same time, I know there's mask restrictions, but I guess it's kind of different. This one says Vancouver mom files complaint after son with mask exemption turned away from Indigo store. So what it came down to was someone couldn't wear a mask, I guess for health reasons, but they refused to actually let the person inside. So because of that, they filed a complaint. It's kind of interesting reading the company response. It says here, quote, "We have appropriate accommodations in place to assist those customers who can't wear a mask and who are impacted by our policy. As outlined in my previous email, these accommodations include shopping online and delivery to home with Indigo, curbside pickup where you place your order online and come to the front of the store to pick up your order, and our new partnership with Instant Cart. In select markets will deliver your order to your door," it reads. It's kind of interesting. I guess the company is saying, if you can't wear the mask, don't come to the store, just use online shopping and stuff like that. Books and stuff, maybe I could see. I would imagine with things like clothing though, that would be a little different, because I know a lot of people actually still prefer to go to the store because they want to, I guess, see it to make sure it fits, as opposed to buying it, finding out it doesn't work, and then returning it. Which side would you agree with here, I guess? The mom saying they should be allowed in there if they're exempt, or the company just saying, nope, just use those alternative options? teeth pain seems to have went away, but it seems like it's mostly about the jaw right now. So that's good, I guess, that it's healing, but I guess that far one needs to come out still. Actually, one funny thing I was told was when you get your wisdom teeth pulled out, that you should eat ice cream afterwards. I was like, ice cream? Isn't that like full of sugar and all that? I guess it has to do with it being cold, but still. It's almost like one of those contradicting types of advices. Alright, see you guys later.